surprise. I'm going to channel for this group that's gathered here tonight. So that means I step aside and allow love energy to pass through and have a conversation with the folks here that are representing other humans, parts of humanity or whatever. So we're doing a group session tonight. And if you like the videos, press subscribe on YouTube. That's all I got really. So now we're going to have Jessica play the singing bowl, and I'll disappear and then I'll come back later. Okay, go ahead, Jessica. We will take notice of the vibration and energy that has come forth through the notes that have been played for you. Now, we would like to draw attention also that these notes are very peaceful, calming. They lower your vibration and energy until you're the same vibration as the note. And the note is determined by the bell ringer. It is their vibration. They are taking it to a certain level they are comfortable with, and their very essence of their being becomes one with the note as it goes around and round, and it gathers up the others like a magnet. It gathers the others into its circle of energy until you're all vibrating at the same level. You're all vibrating at the same level. This means that you are truly now have become one. You are joined together as one. Not before the ringing of the note, but right now, after the ringing of the note. For the bell ringer has called you to gather. That is the meaning of this. It gathers you together on the same note, but it's also a calling from the bell ringer. Now, this particular time, it has been very at ease, comfortable, and relaxed. So the bell ringer now has figured out how to put their very energy into the bowl. That's not the exact word, but we will use it because it's the one you use. So we would like confirmation from the bell ringer that at this moment and the moment you put the device into your hands, which are an extension of your energetic self, that you yourself feel relaxed when you play this note. Is this the truth?
Yes, it's true. I didn't really realize until you said that, but yes.
You understand that humans are very attracted to calmness, for their lives are not. Human lives are chaotic, crazy, really. They get into all kinds of business. So humans are always looking for a place of calm and ease. So they are drawn to places that are physically calm in your earth, but they're also drawn to these notes. All of a sudden, they settle down without knowing it. And you yourself settle down because you are, it is a mirror of what you are inside. When you're chaotic inside, the notes are going all over the place and you attract chaotic humans. When your notes and vibrations are calm, you attract calm human beings to you on the same level as you. So it's important to understand if your life is crazy, you've got some humans in it that are creating chaos, it's because your energy has become chaotic and it accepts chaos into it. So when you are calm, only humans that are calm come to you because the chaotic ones aren't allowed in. They can't get past the calm vibration. They'll go crazy. They'll pull their hair out and run the other direction. So whatever you find around you is what you are exuding on the inside. Now, this is debatable by all humans. Every human wants to say, no, 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 no. I accidentally came across chaos and it is in my life right now, but I don't like it. But we would like to say that truly you are surrounded by what you have created energetically. So when your vibrations calm, those around you are calm. It might not happen at the very second. It might take a few minutes for the other chaotic humans to realize this is way too calm here. I can't stand it. I have to run the other direction. It will happen, definitely. But at first, it might take a few minutes for them to feel uncomfortable enough that they run away. Otherwise, they'll try to assimilate into it. But it just creates a ripple in the ease and comfort, that calm place creates a ripple with the insane human, and eventually the ripple becomes flat and the insane or chaotic being gets out of the water, runs away. You understand what we speak of in your personal life?
Yes, I do.
So you have come to understand that if you truly seek peace, peaceful life, quiet and calm, that you yourself must become it first. That your surroundings have nothing to do with your state of mind, not mind, your state of energetic being, your calm sense of self. Because you could be in the middle of chaos and remain calm, no problem. Not no problem. Of course, it's a problem, but it's not, it's possible. It's not always easy, but it's possible to remain calm in the midst of chaos if you're capable of controlling your energy, which you play with all of the time. So now you are calming it and getting it high, 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 just for fun, and calming it high, high, calm. So you're playing with it. So you're coming to understand you can regulate it, and you're becoming comfortable with that. So we will speak of energy with you because it's your highest, it's of the highest interest to you. For you've come to understand that it's number one for you, that everything else falls away. Energy sets the tone for your life. Sets your future, your moment, your living surroundings, those who surround you. You understand that for you, energy is at the center of it. And that's why we discuss this with you. So it is perfect that you are the bell ringer, because you understand and play with energy, and you have learned to take responsibility for it. So you have been moving forward in your human progress, and this is an example for those who are not present here, but who are extended from this space, to understand that you, no matter what you look like, no matter what you do or where you are able to create a calm environment if you wish it to be so. What do you think of that?
Yes, it's very good. Yes, I find it's very important to put that energy out, especially when you might feel like you're going to go into a chaotic situation beforehand, is to put that energy out into that situation before you end up arriving into it.
Yes. You've
Mm.
learned also that you can send energy forward.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Do you wish to speak of anything?
No, that was great. Thank you.
Let us do namaste.
Sure. Mm.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Good evening, Aaron. I'd like to pick up on that point about putting energy forth. I'm thinking of a situation that I had, an experience I had, where I was in a group meeting, and I guess we had a problem that was uncovered, or that I uncovered as the leader of this group, and wanted to present to the group for a plan of how we resolve the problem. And I guess I approached this in a fairly methodical way and felt that people would see the reason behind it. But when I presented the plan, they reacted very emotionally and unreasonable to it. And I found that very emotionally draining, because I was thinking, well, why can you not see that there's a problem to be solved? And they were purely focusing on the emotional reaction to it themselves. So, in that way, I'm just thinking about the point you were making, as I'm trying to put out the idea of, well, here's a reason, calm issue, or presentation of the issue and a plan to fix it. And yet the reaction was completely emotional and unreasonable, in my opinion.
Yes. So you're speaking of humans, of course. And
Yes.
human egos and brain often come first. In this particular setting, often the energetic self is discussed. But what you are speaking of is humans coming together with their egos intact and coming forth in such a way. So what is truly going on is, my ego believes this, and the other says, well, automatically you'll get no, because when humans feel an ego against them, they must say no. They don't even know if it's good for them or not, but they have a reflex to say, no, that's incorrect. I know what is best. And then the next human will say, no, you two are wrong. I know what's best. So the situation is being dealt with in a brain, ego, human way. Now that you have gotten a slightly different idea about life, you're starting to learn that things aren't always as they appear. So now we would challenge you to see each of the egos sitting around the room during this discussion that you're speaking of, and think about the egos talking to one another. They could talk all day, all eternity, for they are not connected to an inner truth. So really, it's just a bunch of heads talking. Now, when you say, I have a logical problem and a great solution, that is not your highest self speaking. For your highest self, we will say this because you don't take offense to this. What your higher self would say is, I have uncovered, and you won't use these exact words, but I've uncovered something that I creates unease in me. I'm uncomfortable energetically or emotionally. Something has triggered my emotions, and now I am in a fear state. I am fearful of the result of this. And when I sit in this fearful state, my mind starts coming up with formulas and all of that. But I wonder if I can come back to my emotional self, which is often very uncomfortable for a bunch of those humans who wish to solve problems and use their brains. They're not really comfortable sitting around talking about how they feel and how it will affect others emotionally and how it will affect them emotionally, either this result or that result, or staying the same. All of these things create different vibrational energies and an emotional response to them. So if you truly wish to bring light to the situation, it will be from a point of emotional response. So firstly within yourself, and then noticing the emotional response of the others. For it would be fear, sadness, it would be triggering something that has already happened to them. So now really you're sitting in a different place. And it's important to go through this first emotional, energetic place to get to a solution that all will agree on. If this step is overlooked, there will be just a battle of the egos, and you'll be, as we have said, fighting all of your days about it. But if first the allowance for human emotion, which is energy, you don't have to call it that to strangers, for they don't like that word, but you can say emotion, and emotions are a response to energy. That's all. Emotions don't happen by themselves. You can't just say, I'm going to be like this now, or I'm going to be like this. Something happens energetically that's moved within you, and the emotion is the response to it. But you don't have to go beyond the response if they're incapable of it. But it's important to talk about the emotional response. And you can become a leader. You can become the leader in this way. I'm fearful, I'm afraid, I'm scared, whatever words you want to use, put it out there, you'll shock them. And now they will have to speak at the same level. If you're able to maintain the conversation at that way and not go into the egos. Now, it's very difficult to have conversations not staying in the ego, because it's easier for humans. It's more comfortable. But truly, the things are not always resolved completely. because the emotions have not been addressed. Does this make sense to you?
Partially, I'm thinking that, if you presented a problem and such, for example, I've uncovered this issue and it's making me feel uncomfortable and I'm concerned about the result. But then as soon as you go to address the problem, you've got to go to logic, right? Which would then be the ego, I'm
Yes.
understanding, or the brain, right? Where you're going, well, here's the things we need to do to fix it.
One moment. Just as you went directly from emotion to the result, this is the problem. So first, everyone get their emotions out. First of all, it has to be like that. Everyone talks with the emotion first. When all the emotions are heard, then they will be open to solving problems. They're not when they have not expressed their side of things, their emotional side of things, or their emotional response to you. Sometimes it's to you. So the emotions must all come out first before there's results.
Okay, that's a really interesting learning point. Thank you.
Do you wish to speak of anything else?
No, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Let's do namaste together.
Very good. Namaste.
Hi, Erin.
Greetings.
I'm just curious, how did you choose the name Erin?
This is for the benefit of you humans, for you are small-minded and you like to have things kept in a little bit of an understandable space.
That's true.
If you truly came to understand the vastness of energy and your intelligence and what you're connected to, you'll lose your mind. So we have to come to this small place of understanding. Now, when you just focus on this title, all of the energy is still large behind it and comes through it, but it's now funneled to this small hole that you're capable of understanding and receiving. For you're not yet ready to receive vast quantities of energy because you will physically transform. Now, as much as you think that's very interesting, isn't it now? It is, you're not ready for this. You're not ready to dissolve and become complete energy back as human. You're capable of it. But because you're having a human existence, you wish things to be small and palatable. That's the word. So you may understand them a small amount at a time. So this word is particularly used historically as a supporting role to another great leader.
Ah,
Always believe truth. You cannot see, and have faith that eventually perhaps it will come out, perhaps it won't. But that is what this energy is about. This energy is about, other than seeing the host, which is very advantageous to you, other than that, you must at a certain level start to believe things that you've never heard. Perhaps things that might be a little bit weird to hear at first. But as you check inward, they start to settle into you as truth. You start to think, well, that's not a really big deal. I think I know that. Eventually, it will be at a place with this energetic exchange where you will all say, oh, we already know all that. Give us something more. And as you're ready for more, you will receive more. But right now, you're ready to receive small quantities of information and energy. The energy you still are, you yourself are still fooling around with energy. You're not sure about it completely. For there's energy that can heal humans. There's energy that you use to block yourself and become ill. There's energy that you maintain around certain memories that you don't have to. So there's lots of things energetic completed yet by you or other humans, not just you, but there are many who have not even discovered that memories are only memories because you put energy around them to keep them so. Your body has an emotional response to memories. It doesn't have to, but you choose to. And then you get to relive it. And it's all very exciting or traumatic, whatever you've got around it. But it's possible to have a memory, to look at it with absolutely no human response to it, when you allow the energy to leave the memory. You yourself are choosing to keep energy around memories.
Is there a reason why some memories surface out of the blue without warning?
They're just like clouds in the sky, coming and going, coming and going. Doesn't matter. They're absolutely just nothing. They're just flying around there. But when you choose one and put an emotional response around it, then it becomes bigger. It becomes as if you're living it right now. The emotional response grabs it and pulls it into life. Or it's just truly floating around, minding its own business, much as the non-physicals who have passed are doing. Mostly they're floating all around the place like dust. You need a certain thing and you have a certain common interest with one who have passed, they come right to you. But at the rest of the time, they're all floating around. So it's the same idea with ideas or memories or thoughts. They're all floating around until you pull them forward and give them energy. You bring them to life. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Do you wish to delve further into the reasons you are holding emotional energy in your physical being?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if you're up for that. So this is what we are saying. We are saying, and humans come along as they're able to let go of their old notions. So as you let go and become curious and say, yes, 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 universe, yes, yes, whatever it is, as you let go of your past notions and trust in the universe, you come forward energetically and are automatically healed just by letting go, of old ideas or notions, things you know that you're holding on to that don't serve you any purpose at all at this moment. By holding on to them, the energy comes with you into this moment as if they are happening right now. So truly, the letting go also means trusting in whatever you wish it to be: energy, love, butterflies, whatever you want to believe in. But it's a fact of letting go and hoping and trusting that there's something wonderful going to happen around the corner. And this is a place of great fear for most humans. And that's why you never let go energetically without having something in your grasp. Letting go to trust the unknown, that's unnatural to many humans. But you are trying to become this kind of human. Do you know that you are wishing to be something other than you are this moment?
Yes.
Yes, you're wishing to be the human who's able to let go and trust that something wonderful's around the corner. And it's fear that's holding you back, same as all the other humans. Because you've been let down. You see, your brain says, oh, don't go there. We've been before. Don't be a fool. So your brain is tripping you up a little bit. But recall, or we believe this, you can believe it if you wish, your brain's only trying to keep you alive because you've been fooling around with it and got in lots of trouble before. So your brain's trying to keep you alive. So when you say, I'm going to let go and trust the future, your brain's going into overdrive. Don't do it. Don't do that. So that don't, that word even creates a tightness within you. So you tighten up and you hold on. That's the opposite of letting go. So your brain is trying to keep you alive. So can't fault it for that. But it's causing a fear reaction in your physical being. Now, we have a suggestion for this. We'll just go forward and you can ignore it if you like. Perhaps you can have a chat with your brain and just say, listen, you've done a great job keeping me alive, and I've been very reckless with my life, and I appreciate all you've done, but I believe that I can move forward as a new way of being, or really like a new human, you might say, and I'm wondering if you would like to step aside and have a chat or go play or hang out with the ego, and you two can do your thing, play a game or something, and I'm going to go to this other place that's a little bit softer, a little bit new to me and new to most humans, but it's full of energy and excitement and butterflies and little lights, and I think I'm going to investigate it. But I know you're nervous going there, so I don't think you should come. I think you should stay here with the ego, and you two just stay there, and I'm going to go check this out. And when you say this, you are firstly respecting that the brain has kept you alive. You're saying thank you, but you're also giving it a direct command because you are in charge of it. And you may say, you must go sit. They don't like to be talked to, like, go sit down, you stupid thing. Don't like that. But if you're respectful and say, would you go sit down? They will trust you that you will keep yourself safe and they will go sit down. Particularly, they like to play games with the ego. You can play chess, checkers, we don't know. All these games, crosswords, all these difficult, nitpicky things, they like to do that together. So they will do that together as long as you direct them to do so. But if your brain keeps accompanying you and your ego is tucked in behind it, you will have this fear all of your days. For it is trying to keep you alive, because you have not proven to your brain and ego that you're trustworthy. Do you understand what we mean?
I think so.
Yes. So have a little chat if you care to. If you don't, it doesn't matter. But if you wish to be a little more accelerated or explore fairyland, whatever you want to call it, just have a little chat and tell it to step aside for a moment or a few moments. Is that good for you?
Yes, thank you.
Let us do namaste together.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hi, Erin. I have a question for you.
We love questions, don't you know? Because we like the humans who are curious, for they are open to new answers.
Have you noticed a shift on the planet of more humans awakening to love?
This is our favorite topic. Did you know this? We love to we love to speak about love and love energy, for that is what we focus upon. So at time when we are having energetic exchanges, the humans that are interested in love energy call this forth. So as far as we're concerned, that's all that's going on there, because that's where our attention is given with this host. Now, the other hosts dealing with other things. This host is all about love energy. Now, this is not a topic unless humans are asking for it. So there are humans that are calling this information forth. So as far as this energy is concerned, love energy is all there is. For it exists within each human. It's not always uncovered. So when you say more, you see, you are thinking in your small human brain because you're comparing it to yesterday or before. There have been many times throughout history when love has been out forward and more accepted within the community. This is not, you're not a special human race right now, but humans wish to believe this. It's a certain philosophy that brings attention to your ego. We're going to say what it is, because when you discuss, are we better right now than we were before, you're implying then your ego is getting involved in it. Let us explain before you disagree with this. For what we are saying is that love energy is always existed. It is always within more humans. Humans sometimes choose to live a life that is seems contrary to love. But even their behavior, such as violent behavior, believe it or not, sometimes it's done in love, because they believe they are doing something worthwhile. They believe that they are showing their love through physical aggression. All right? So now, having said this, this would mean there are many times in your history that energy, love energy, has come forth in different forms. So right now, the love energy that you are speaking of, because you're very interested in these sort of metaphysical, this is the word you're using that's going on in your brain. So that's the word you're speaking of. But but there has always been this interest in love energy, always a knowing that it has been called soul in other times, but humans throughout history have known that that their bodies will fail, but they will exist. This is known all the time. Sometimes it is known as fact, and sometimes it's known as a possibility. So humans have always known this. We are calling it love energy because it's an energy that exists within you, whether you're in a life, living a life or not. Now, humans all have known this. So you're no better or no worse than any other time. But you yourself are more interested in it. So you, because you're so interested in it, are only attracting those who are interested in it. You're not going off with shotguns to kill people for a love reason. So you're not near those humans. You are near these humans that are like you. So your love energy is attracting others like you and others like you and others like you. So pretty soon you think, that's all that there is. They're all like me. We're all the same. But that's because that's what's in your energetic field, in your vision, in your life. But there's no way to say this time you are more evolved with love energy than before or before or before. Because there are primitives who knew that their life were very short, and they knew that they still existed after. They just knew it because they, at the very beginning, were the closest to creation. So they had not forgotten and got their brains all evolved. The more the brains are evolved, the less need there is for connection with a universe, a holy one, whatever the words are you wish to choose. That got a little bit off track, but do you understand what we're saying?
Yes, I do.
So you're just as good as always.
Yes. I have one more question.
Yes.
Can we speak to our DNA?
Well, you're all right. That is a wild question because it's more than what you have simplified it, and it is not as simple as this at all. So, if you are energy, and when you are not, when your energy is not in your human form lies dormant. You understand?
Mhm.
Just lies there like that. Now, there's no energy moving through it. It is now, you call it a corpse. So now there's no movement in it, there's no life. You are energy that goes within it, that causes the blood to move through the body, that causes the bones to move, that causes the brain to activate and turn on. You're the switch. You're the switch that turns the body to life. And the switch is energy, love energy, you in non physical. So the answer to your question is, of course. What kind of question would this be? Because you are the switch that turns the body on. Do you understand this? This is complicated and very simple. For you have seen a corpse and nothing is moving, nothing is alive. It is dead, it is finished. It is only alive when your energy, the universal energy, is inside of it. When it's inside of it, everything comes to life. Everything comes to life. And this is just a part of the life that resides within a human body, waiting for activation. So, love energy is the activator that turns you into a physical being that's moving, thinking, smiling, crying. You see, this is a very big topic, and this is why we often are very interested in these conversations, because it means now you want to hear the answer. So now you're evolving. If you bring the topics forward, they are discussed. That's why it's an energetic exchange. Nothing is known until you ask it. And now you all know. You all know that you are nothing until the energy comes into you. Part of you always knew this, but you've never heard it put in such a way as this, that you go from a corpse to a living being. So of course, energy is all throughout you. Because you understand that you may cause illness and sickness within your body. So because if you are able to do such miraculous things as this, of course you can change your structure. Of course. You can change your brain. your brain electricity. You can change whatever you wish within you. It's all energy. Everything that makes you move and breathe and think is energy. What do you think of that?
I think that's great. What about genetic disease?
This is the same thing you are asking. And
Okay.
do you understand why it is you are asking questions about changing the physical structure of the body?
I'm super curious.
Yes, you wish to change your own structure of your body. You wish to
Yes.
experiment on this.
Yes.
Yes, you do. So do you understand that you are implying that you're imperfect?
Yes, I am.
So perhaps you are just as you are for a reason.
Hmm.
Perhaps you found your place in this life and this time around the certain human beings that you are. Perhaps you're all right the way you are. As this curiosity often goes so far one way, you forget that you're a perfect being as you exist. This is the trap with curiosity. As much as it's very interesting for this energetic exchange, it also takes you far away from your perfect self sometimes. So perhaps you're perfect the way you are. You're in the right place, the right time, the right people, the right address. Perhaps everything you do is perfect. Not many humans would tell you this thing, but perhaps this moment is all that you have and it is good enough. You might not have to change anything. What do you think of that idea?
I like it.
You are having a life experience, one
Yeah.
more life experience, let us say.
Thank you very much.
Let us do namaste.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Are we complete?
Hello, Erin. This is Elizabeth.
Hmm.
Nice to meet you. Um, Curiosity, do you believe, can lead one's soul to feel lost?
Ah, yes, yes, yes. This is what we are referring to just this moment.
Mhm.
We are saying that curiosity can not really your soul be lost. For let us break this down. Soul is an old fashioned word that has been associated with a certain structure that was a belief system that you had to follow it or else. So that's why we don't use that word precisely, but it's the same thing. That word is really love energy, but they called it something else in the old times. So what you are saying,
Mhm.
what you are, so we'll break down your question and then explain it. So that word is not precise. So that's love energy. And in order for you, really, your soul to get lost, it can't, because it's always wandering around lost anyway through all eternity. It floats here, it floats there. Oh, what's going on over there? I think I'll go in a physical body. I think I'll float around with other people. So it's very much lost in this way, easy wandering, let's call it that, an easy wandering. There's no big deals. So that's your
Mhm.
soul or your love self. It wanders around, so it can't get lost because it has no destination. Now, what we are referring to, though, is the curiosity takes you away from the human moment, the human experiencing of the love and energy that exists with you right now.
Mhm.
For around all humans right now, there's many beautiful things. But sometimes your mind has gone off somewhere else, and the beautiful thing sitting in front of you is never seen, and it just falls down and disappears, and never to be seen by humans. And many humans live their entire lives not seeing the beauty in front of them. And that's fine too, because that's the human experience. Just do whatever you want. Again, you see the ease with that the end that the we are called love energy. We don't really have a name. The ease with how we are describing a human adventure may indicate to you how easy love energy is. So it can't get lost. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't matter. You can't do anything wrong. You can't do anything right. Perhaps you're in the right moment at the right time to feel love or to be present. Of course, that's always a given. But if you ignore the present and don't see anything beautiful, that's fine too, you see? So that's how easy it is. You really can't do anything wrong. So it's all an experience. Do I learn that? Will I not learn that? Will I be distracted by the future? Will I be distracted by the past? Where am I going to put my energy? So in a way, your question was using human words, but it was not precisely what you were getting at. Do you understand what we mean?
Yes, I do. It makes sense what you all are saying.
Do you wish to speak of anything else?
Probably, but my mind is blank now.
So we will tell you something that you know, but we'll just say it out loud for the others. You have found yourself in this place because you're yearning to connect with others who are like you. And you're not always capable, or you're not always aware of this yearning, but you know you're being pulled somewhere. You don't know where it is. Where do you want to go now, spirit self? Where are we going? You don't know. It has a drawing. It pulls you to like. So you are love energy, seeking love energy out. The others that are involved here are love energy seeking you out. They have called to you. You have called to them. You have answered one another. So you are magnets coming together. That's how you found yourself here. So be aware how powerful you are, that you create your life. You create instances. This is not an accident. You didn't happen to be involved with this. They call out, you answer. You call out, they answer. It's the nature of love energy. It wishes to be one. And when you all become more and more aware that you're all one, you move as one. You move as a group. You make decisions as a group. It is more considerate. It is more, you are more, you feel more loved because you call and something answered. If you call and no one answers, your brain and ego say, we told you, you're all alone. There's no one for you. Now, if you call and they answer, you are confirmed. Your higher self is confirmed with what it knows. There are others like me. I am one with something. I don't know where it is or what it is, but I am missing something and I long for it. You have a longing for it. You don't even know what it is, but it's with you from your first breath. I long to be with the others. You don't know who the others are. So you are not here accidentally. You're a powerful being who moves energy to find results. That is
Beautiful.
what you're doing in this. That is what you're doing here. It's no accident at all.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Let us do namaste together. Namaste. Are we complete?
Yes.
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 So we have an energetic being who wishes to share love with those that are here and lasso them together as one. Will you play this note that brings everyone to the same elevated vibration?
Welcome back, Wanda.
Hi. Thank you.